I went back to using my Deity mic because I can't believe that people use this other piece of garbage. I bought it as a backup to record, and the batteries just die so quickly in that. And so what I thought when I was recording, I lost the audio. I had no audio other than what was coming into the camera. It was terrible. So that being the case, I'm going to open this up again. The title on this one, if you saw it, was "This is not a lens for me," and it's no joke, man. That's not clickbait. This minimum focus, or the focus ring on this, is way back here. So in order, if I'm shooting, if you're shooting mirrorless, you know that sometimes your focus point gets locked into the background, so you have to manually adjust it. It's so far back here, this is a really bad design on this one, that I've got to do this. And now it moved from here to here just to get it to focus. Really, whereas with the other one, like I pulled out the F11, it's right here. It's perfect. Canon, what were you thinking? Did you guys rush this out? The other thing is, I think the focus does kind of jump around a little bit on this. As of right now, I'm returning this lens. I'm going to shoot it for another couple of days and then it's going back. It's just not a lens for me. I don't think it's worth the money compared to the 800 f11. The 800 f11, if you work around the limitations of that lens, it, I think, is a better lens. Less expensive. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me go back to where I started yesterday when I was excited because I was going to get my camera settings correct. Let's go back to that one. Then that was at King Gillette, so let's go back there. JonnyPink. This is Canon's new 200-800. I have it on my R5. I have it set correctly today. The last time I came out here, it was raining and I was super excited. I just wanted to get some shots. I was excited to be shooting in the rain. I was excited to be shooting this fantastic new lens, and I neglected, other than my shutter speed, everything else. Complete rookie mistake, and that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, and I made a big one. But the photos turned out nice, so I'm excited about today because I'm able to shoot with the correct settings, taking my time. I've got mixed sun, which is also okay. That was something hitting the water. I don't know what it is. I'm going to look around for a little bit and see what I can see. When I came in this way, all the ducks were over here. When I came over here, they went that way. I heard the kingfisher earlier. The belted kingfisher. This one's special because it's a steel belted kingfisher. It's not a bias ply, it's steel belted. Taking a quick look to make sure that I am not blown out on my highlights. If I get blown out, I usually pull my exposure compensation down, which keeps those highlights. And that's why I was set last time at a -1.7, because I was shooting in direct sunlight. And in order to maintain highlights, I use that all the time. If it's low light, had I been thinking and not so excited, I would have bumped the exposure compensation up to shoot at a lower shutter speed and still had enough light. But these new cameras, man, they're awesome. The new bodies, the new gear, it's not your grandfather's gear. This stuff does some amazing stuff. It's not like the old DSLRs that we used to shoot, 5 years ago. The technology is just night and day, so far advanced. Well, I got a little bit of video. I got a couple of shots here. I'm correctly set. Let's go to Sepulveda. It'd be a nice long drive, but let's go over there and see what there is walking through the field. There's got to be something, so let's go. One other thing I want to say is I'd prefer to have a really fast shutter speed and a higher ISO. That duck that just went up, I love it when they go up and they spread their wings, but my shutter speed was only 800, so I probably got a lot of motion blur in there. It is what it is. All right, now we're going to go over to Sepulveda Basin Wildlife Reserve. Let's go. Ready? I'm gonna end this one just a little bit differently. I really need an end. This is why I'm not using the footage that I shot at Sepulveda for that second. Well, I combined the second and third days out. Most of the second day. I like shooting this on the R5. I actually have it on the R7 today, and this is King Gillette. And I'm just going to take a couple of test shots. Let me show you these. External audio is recording this time, and the reason I'm trying so many different things is I want to make my mistakes here and not on the trip. So I'm just trying different things for that right now. This is the end of the second one, and I combined into this one a couple of things from King Gillette and the R7 with the 200 to 800 that I'm shooting on right now. A few shots of the Gulf fritillary and some of the cabbage white butterflies. some of the fun things that I really like shooting. I like shooting birds too, just like everybody else. This lens is a frustrating lens. I think for what I like to do, the 100 to 500 is the much better way to go. But that's just for me. For long distance birds, it seems to be fantastic. I'm going to continue to shoot it on the R7 for a bit. I like the way it fills the frame and the sensor and everything, but I do like my initial better on the R5. I like the 800 f11 better on the R5 as well. I haven't made my decision up as to whether I am going to return this or not. I was so frustrated the other day with the placement of the focus. If I can get my thumb back here, but it's kind of tight. It does not focus super easy, so it becomes frustrating. When you shoot close objects, I need to be able to adjust that quickly, and if I can't, then it becomes not a lens for me to do what I want to do. But I'm still making up my mind. It takes beautiful photos. I won't know what these look like with the Gulf Fritillary ones that I'm showing you here. You let me know what you guys think of those. I have a couple of other videos from Kenneth Hahn Park shooting hummingbirds. I shot both the 800 f11 and this one to compare the two, plus all the other hummingbirds. I don't know that I have videos, so I'm going to record up a quick little video to explain some of those shots as well. Some of the things you just saw from here that I lost audio or just wasn't quite what I wanted to present, so I'm going to dump it. What I was talking about, I shot some of the sequences of the pelicans as they were coming in for a landing, and you didn't hear me ranting and raving because I was so frustrated with not being able to get to my focus. I couldn't get to my focus ring. That's the only thing I really, really don't like about this. It's a terrible design. Maybe future iterations will be completely different, but for this one, it is terrible. Anyway, that's just my opinion. What kind of quality photos does it give you? Well, you've seen what I've shown you guys. You let me know. I was really happy with the photos I got at the beach. Direct sun, no shade. It was slightly overcast, but it was absolutely beautiful. I'm extremely happy with those photos. So playing it by ear, I don't know. JonnyPink, all I can say is thank you to you guys for letting me share with you. Have a fantastic day out there, whatever it is you're going to do. The only way I've figured out to fade on this one is just to sink away. So give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and I'll see you guys. We'll see you. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. And then when I come back up, the cool thing is this Telson keeps on tracking me. This Hero 11, I have to figure out how to set that too. When the front screen goes off, it just pisses me off on that one too. Nothing is perfect, man. We'll see you guys.